My experience was a success last night. Although I did not get very good sleep, I struggled to get to bed because, as you can imagine, doing all that work I did, 6.5 miles. Actually, let me backtrack on that just a second. I got credit on my pedometer for 6.55 miles using that 20-pound weighted vest, but I forgot to mention that I did run a decent amount in that, probably about 20 to 30 minutes worth of running in that. And my pedometer does not really calculate the runs very well. It definitely shortchanges it significantly. Now, I would imagine then that means I did probably 7.5 to 8.5 miles in an hour and 42, which is pretty good, especially with a 20-pound pack on. But with that being said, my lower back was a little bit uncomfortable last night. I had a little bit of a hard time laying flat on my back and getting to sleep. It was just a little too uncomfortable, so it took me a little bit longer to get to sleep. I ended up having to lay on my stomach, and when I do that, I wake up a lot more. For whatever reason, I just can't stay asleep as well on my stomach. Now, with that being said, even though I did all that, I had all that issue sleeping, I woke up today and I was completely mentally dialed in. Now, as you recall, yesterday I was struggling mentally early on with the high carbs and didn't have the ratio of the fats correct. So last night when I did the higher calories, I balanced out the fats to make sure it was within the same ratio of my total intake that I believe is optimal for me. And again, one of one in a 1 day thing. I was significantly stronger mentally today. Now, my morning routine did take me a little bit longer. That was because I was pretty stiff, I was pretty sore, so it just entailed a great deal more stretching. But I did not have a problem mentally going through it like I did the day before. So I'm going to go ahead and continue that path. I'll mess around with the proteins and carbs maybe a little bit on that to see maybe keep a more direct ratio. But either way, I'm going to make sure that regardless of which way route I take, my fats will stay within a certain ratio of my total intake, because I have noticed that when it's not, I am mentally just not there on those days. So anyway, hope this helps somebody else. Like I said, if you ever want to discuss this stuff any further, reach out. Let's start that conversation.